So guys, I'm at Markandeya Hills with the temple in the background out there, getting sunny. The reason I'm making this video, it's a short video, is well, my bike, which is Honda Highness La Promise, has completed 31,000 plus kilometers in span of 1 year 2 months, and I just wanted to be thankful of what my Highness has offered and given me, right, all this time. It has really you know what, taken care of me, kept me safe, given me that peace of mind, and it's something which I will cherish forever. This is my first bike ever. I've never owned a bike prior to this, so this is the only bike I know. Love this bike definitely, and after 31,000 kilometers just wanted to share my experience, right? This might be a very short video, but what is being shared by me is definitely coming out of the true experiences that I have had with this bike. As you can see, it's a bit dusty since it has done up this place at Markandeya Hills and in the sun and in dust. Got service yesterday. I put up the standard guards. Okay, there are a few people leaving, so I have put up the standard Honda guards, the windshield. Well, don't ask me whether it helps me or the buffeting is gone. No, it's not gone, but I put up that shield for a different reason, to help and protect my mobile when I mount it here, right? That was the reason I put the shield. But yeah, it also enhances the look for sure. Zana crash guard, and it has definitely helped me and saved me. You can see there's a slight bend. This bike has had a fall once, but that was the only damage, right? That was the only damage, and slight of the windshield, but otherwise there was no scratch on the bike, including, if you check out, I have a GV top box 43 liters, and again I have been using it for more than a year now. Excellent performance. Again, had faults with it. Last week changed the tires from stock tires after riding 31,000 kilometers. I have put up Reese Tourer tires. These are a combination tires of on-road, primarily tarmac, and some element of off-road, as you can see from the tire profile. Definitely, since I've ridden around 500 kilometers since I put up these tires in tarmac and slight off-road conditions, it's definitely a huge difference from the stock tires. Oh yeah, no doubts about it. And there's something which I need to show you. I know this Honda CB Highness, CB 350 guys, RS guys will definitely relate this. You know what this is? I know everyone has an issue with the splashes, right, from coming out from the rear tires, which creates a lot of mess here. So I did this jugaad. Well, this is a flap. This rubber flap is from RX 100, which I kind of put up. Sorry, not this flap, the flap behind, in fact. Yeah, this flap that you see, that is from the RX 100, which I put up here. And can anyone guess what this is? I take a guess. I'll wait for a few seconds. You know what this is? This is a yoga mat which was lying there in my house, so I cut it up and kind of spread it out, put holes in the standard this kind of flap which was there, and put and anchored it with a cable tie with the RX 100 flap, a rubber flap behind, and sandwiched in between is the yoga mat. And this I did it, I mean, after a month when I got this bike, so it has stayed, it has lasted. So Even if this goes away, what is required is self-help, DIY stuff, right? Cut a piece of the yoga mat, put up a cable tie, and that's it. It definitely keeps the bike splash proof from the rear tires. And beautiful bike. People keep complaining about wobble, power, short gearing, and all of it. That is fine. I am happy with it. The way I look at it is, you keep changing gears as and when required. It keeps you active. Definitely it keeps you active. I love that grunt that comes across when you're changing gears, and I love it. So I have no complaints. And oh, I nearly forgot, I have the Scout-X lights. People told me you put in Mad Dog Alpha lights instead of Scout-X, but well, our bikes don't, this particular bike I should say, don't ride beyond 110 120, right? And that too on an average on a highway I do kind of 100. And even in the mornings when I ride in the dark conditions, for that kind of speed profile, I think Scout-X is more than enough. Alpha is, in my opinion, required only if you are requiring to ride really high speeds. So I'm happy with the Scout-X. Okay, so that's what my bike is. I intend to keep this bike with me for some time for sure, though I have started liking NX500. Oh wow, it's a super bike. I took a test ride of it and I am impressed by it. Let's see when I can get that. Even if I get that, this bike is my first love with biking, so this will stay for sure. Other than that, maintenance have been zero issues. Other than doing the normal scheduled maintenance cycles, I have not faced any mechanical issues at all with these bikes. I have changed the brake pads once, and I use third-party brake brake pads other than the standard Honda brake pads. Chain and sprocket has been replaced once. Battery, yeah, that is the only complaint I had. Battery has been replaced once, and I didn't go for the stock battery because it sucks. So I put in an Amaron battery. All in all, I love this bike. Another complaint that people have typically, and I also felt it, wobbling, right? Wobbling, well, I used to feel it when I used to deaccelerate, and around 60 kilometers per hour I used to get a slight wobble on my handle. But that wobble is only if I have one hand on the handle. If I had both hands, I never faced the wobble. But irrespective of that, there was a wobble. And later on I did some research. I got my T junction fine-tuned, the T junction out here fine-tuned, and the wobble has disappeared. And that wobble has disappeared before I changed the tires. So I do hear the reason for wobble can be improper usage of the tire, the T junction, or the air. Well, I had issues with the T junction, looks like, and the wobble has gone away completely. So here is it, 31,000 kilometers, still going strong, and I would love to continue riding on this bike. It serves my purpose, a good city commute bike, including a highway bike. Along with this top box that I have, I do use tail bag, a Rhinox 50 liter Navigator tail bag whenever I go for long rides. I don't use saddle bags as of now. I don't use a tank bag. Somehow I'm not comfortable having something bulky in front of me when I'm riding. Otherwise, I love this bike. So that's a short review, just a not planned review of the bike. I think this bike is very underrated, though I do see this bike picking up, right? I mean, I do see a lot of Highnesses, CB350s now on the roads, but still, I mean, there is somehow underrated. This bike is underrated, and I feel Honda is probably not doing enough to really bring in the merits. I mean, me as a rider and other riders try to bring out the positives definitely, but me or others doing it on a personal level is different compared to what Honda should be doing. Anyways, so that's Honda Highness for you, and I'm loving this bike. So catch you guys later. Bye.